This is a shout out to Rob because he is a fan of the Gang of Them. He's been watching them for years. So I'm going to tell you to watch this, but the Gang of Them says hello and thank you for viewing us.
Hello, Rob. All right, and Terrence, let's get this thing out the way, cause
okay. The topic that I would like to discuss. I'm sexually mine now.
Just talking about this style.
I concur. The topic that I would like to discuss is vacations and places that people have gone, have want to go. Since we live in Baltimore, a city where if you travel off your block, you're considered a world traveler.
Sure.
Where
next door, okay?
Or if you go next door, you're considered like an international traveler. And
is that really?
yeah, like real talk in Baltimore. For people of you who don't live in Baltimore, people who live in Baltimore, there are people in Baltimore who live over west, but have never been over east, and vice versa.
Hold up, I can vouch for that.
That is
because when people used to say, "Oh, I live in the east side," I live in. I don't.
You live all the way over east?
Wait, east side. I don't know. I don't know what east side is. I don't know what's in. I have to look at an apartment diction. I have to look at one of them apartment brochures and find out. Oh, east side is like Essex or whatever. North is Towson. I live in the west, so. I live in the west.
But
so that's as much as I know.
I totally agree though, because even with me, like, you know, I've traveled all over the world, but even within Baltimore, I don't know East Baltimore, and like my whole family, we're West Baltimore. Literally my whole family lives on the west side of Baltimore, except for one person, and she's all east. So either you're all east or you're all west. There's no back and forth. You got to claim one side of the city. Which side of the city are you, James?
I'm from the west side.
Exactly. What side of the city are you from?
East.
What side of the city are you from? I'm from West, and that's where you live. Like, there's no back and forth. It's either, I don't understand it, but that's just how.
And
Baltimore
you know
is.
what? And now that I'm older, I know it's not about the vacations, but like that "Hey You Knucklehead" song, I knew every street that girl was talking about that, and I finally found out what Evie was.
And you from West Baltimore?
I'm from East, and I know that for EV.
No, because the only reason why I knew what that was because I was on the bus and somebody wrote EV at Missing Village. I'm like, that's what that means. That's what that girl was talking about. God, I don't know where I come from.
But to bring the point, I wanted to talk about vacations. Like, Puerto Rico was really lovely. I suggest for those of you who are those of you who are watching, if you've never been to Puerto Rico or never been outside the country, you got to make a pist out to Puerto Rico. You don't need a passport to go to Puerto Rico.
All you need is an ID. But the good thing is that you still go to duty free. That's the best part. You're still in the United States, but it's still duty free there.
For those of you who don't know what duty free is, there's a store in the mall that's called duty free. You are not allowed to go in that store unless you're traveling outside of the mainland, which is outside of the 47 states. If you had to travel anywhere outside of the country, per se, where would you go?
I don't know. Every place hates us.
I would go to Brazil. I can definitely. That's the next place I want to visit is Brazil.
Blaze might be going to Brazil.
But it has to be somewhere along the coast. I need to be by the beach in Brazil where people are everywhere. I can just Google at them.
Yeah,
Argentina.
You know Rio happens in Brazil. It's basically where people...
Rio is a city in Brazil.
Rio happens. You know the big festival they have in Rio?
Carnival?
Carnival, yeah. Carnival happens where people have on these fancy hats and they walk around the street half naked, shaking their things. Not like in Baltimore Pride. You actually like what you see.
Does anybody want to go to an African country? No. Yes, I do. I think that before I die, this is like I love traveling. Before I die, I've always wanted to say I wanted to visit each continent except for Antarctica. And
I travel Antarctica before I go to Africa.
But honestly,
would you go to Alaska? Although this is a state with...
No, they're supposed to be the worst dresses in the country. So
the worst what?
Yeah, in English. Baltimore's number 3.
Yeah, they are. But and I don't because I think that Baltimore people they have their own style. Like I don't see that. It's like if we're number 3 on the worst dress list, how's everyone else in America dressed?
Wait a second. We're number 3 on the worst dress list.
Who's number 1?
And we're number 2 for the ugliest citizens.
And we're like number 2 for the rudest city too.
Wow. No, Philly's number 1 for the rudest citizens.
No, I think
as far as the African countries do a safari.
I would love
safari
that.
trip.
Like Africa.
Like did y'all watch the Real Housewives of Atlanta
yes,
episode when
but that was a mess though about that safari.
Because in the city paper they have advertisements for going to like African country. I can't remember what
country.
Wow.
Let's go.
Why would you and all kinds of places.
Why
Reasonable
not?
prices. I think the cheapest is like $1,650.
I would lose like
Round trip.
15 pounds.
It doesn't. Oh, what's you put it that way?
Wait a second.
For a whole week.
Wait a second. I remember the closest thing we ever had on safari in Puerto Rico was when we went on the ATV ride. The ATV ride, I got to ride a big ATV. It only cost like, since I was a driver, it was like $85.
When I was in California, I was in Santa Monica on my way to LA. I saw that bird they call Keisha Cole. But she looked really, really good though. She was with her husband all day long.
How many of y'all would go on an all-inclusive vacation?
I would, because I like to drink. So
all-inclusive, that means, when y'all say all-inclusive, that means your plane is paid for, your room is paid for, your drink is paid for, your entertainment is paid for, your food is paid for.
Transportations, bro?
Huh?
Like transportation in the city or country?
Yeah, no, you probably have to rent a car. But all-inclusive, they're made so as you don't want to go anywhere else.
That's
but
a good question. The Miami Sizzle thing. So most people who don't drive, they rent cars to get from
and speaking of which, for those of you, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you already know, Miami Sizzle has recently passed. Funny thing is, one of the people that I went down to Puerto Rico with, he said he went by the Miami terminal, and he said he saw the kid, as they call them in the central part of the country, they call the girls the kids. He said he saw the girls with their like little leggings and all their colorful stuff, and they saw him, and they all went like, they all try to gravitate towards him and try and mac on him.
Okay, Terrence, wrap up this topic.
So in a nutshell, if you haven't traveled outside of, in a nutshell from a nutcase, if you haven't traveled outside of your house,
and you like traveling,
or you haven't traveled off your block,
and you like traveling,
but you don't know. You don't even know exactly, because how do you know if you like it if you never tried it?
No.
But how do you know if you never liked it if you haven't tried it?
I don't like traveling.
How do you know?
I don't care about it.
Traveling is the best because you get to see so many new places.
The farthest he's ever traveled is Sumter. The Sumter North South area.
And that was begrudgingly.
Don't tell me where I've been. You don't know where I've been.
That was begrudgingly.
What?
That was begrudgingly that you traveled to South Carolina. You really didn't even want to travel to South
Carolina. No, I did.
That is about as far as you
exactly. And he didn't want to do that.
So, it don't matter how far I've been. I don't like traveling.
At least I went to Florida when I was 10.
I don't care about Florida.
But you like the beach.
Florida.
You don't like the beach.
People.
The mountains.
I don't care.
like the snowboard.
I don't care.
Snowboard.
I don't
That's
care.
probably why you're gaining so much weight because you don't travel at all.
Do you
I don't care.
plan to travel outside the country?
No, I don't have a plan. I don't want to get on the airplane.
My thing, I wouldn't care about at least not travel out the country if I can at least go to California one time. I just go to Idaho, something. I don't care.
You're afraid of
I totally agree.
Hello?
Cruise?
I love cruises. I love cruises. You should go.
Nope.
But I think it doesn't matter where you go.
Would y'all be interested in
Hell no. Hell no. It's too many facts.
But to close the point out, get off your block, get off your couch, call your travel agent, travel.
It don't matter where you go, just go. It can be the next state, the next town. Just
and Wendy Malick is doing those budget commercials.
And I will honestly disagree with everything y'all said.
Go to Virginia every month. That's what I do.
I want to go to Virginia every month.
The same place in Virginia?
You used to go to Glen Burnie every month.
I wasn't going to Glen Burnie. He wasn't living in Glen Burnie. He was living in West Virginia.
Ooh, you got burned.
But you still went to West Virginia.
Yeah, I didn't care about being around there neither.
Yeah, you did go there.
And I didn't care about being around there neither. I don't care. I just don't care about other places and stuff. That's all.
At least what I say is, if you don't like it, fine. Just do something just to say.
You know, this is the man.
See, and then even then, I don't care to I don't care about what anybody else thinks about. Just go and tell somebody I did that. Just to do that.
But it's not about telling someone what you did or what you didn't do. It's about, at least this is what it is for me. I enjoy seeing new places, meeting new people.
And I don't care about people.
Experiencing how people live. You know, I love different lifestyles. And you know, no matter where you go, people are living differently.
And I don't care.
But they're still doing the same thing in a different way.
I don't care.
It's amazing.
It has no effect. It does not interest me.
So you don't want to go to the place that manufactures Audis? Isn't it Amsterdam?
No.
Don't you want to go to Germany where they invented Volkswagen so you know how
I'm not interested in that. I can go and look at pictures on the internet. I don't have to go experience
be there. Experience some things. It's different when you experience it, when you know how it smells, what it sounds
that kind of stuff I just don't care about.
What if you marry a travel agent
and then he would have to go on his own? I just don't care.
No, I'll go with him, okay?
You'll go with him, and y'all can kick him too. I don't care.
Shit.
Yes, I want a discount.
I'll go. Shit.
date somebody that's working in the airline.
Yeah,
No,
You can get the Mile High Club.
Do it.
You fly for free.
You fly for free and you get in the Mile
How
High
many
Club.
times do I have to tell you I don't care?
Do you even know what the Mile High Club is?
For me, okay, I do care.
I don't care about where y'all go with either. So
Everybody in the world needs to travel at least some point in their life.
Yeah, I
I
agree. Because sadly, there are some people in Baltimore around our age range who haven't left the city.
But I just think that
because some people don't have the means to go and leave their city.
That's too damn hilly though.
No.
There's too many damn hills in Hershey Park.
Hell, there are even people who the farthest they ever went to was the McDonald's down the street.
Some people don't have the means to go other
But
places.
you know, hey, I grew up broke too, and I totally believe if there's a will, there's a way. If there's something that you want to
Okay,
like,
if they can do a bunch of Atlantic City, they can go somewhere else.
But if somebody's living in a situation where they don't have the means to, then they don't care. That's not a priority. A priority is keeping food on the table for their 9 kids.
Hell, shiitake. I had the opportunity this year thus far to go to New Orleans, New York, Puerto Rico, and this year still isn't over yet. Tennessee, and also Florida by the end of the year. So
congratulations to you.
And all those and two of those trips weren't even coming out of my pocket.
Congratulations to you.
No, how about
But there's some other people that do stuff that does not matter.
But the thing is about the Megabus, I mean, the Greyhound, Greyhound and Megabus. Yeah, God, I keep saying that. Greyhound is more expensive. However, it's more choices to go places than Megabus. Megabus only goes from Hampton, Virginia up to Canada. That's it. Only on the East Coast. Norfolk. Greyhound takes you everywhere. It's more expensive, yeah, but I'm sure it's worth. I think it's good to go to Ocean City and stuff like that. James.
Don't change me.
Take a Greyhound for once.
No, I've been on the Greyhound before.
Go to the beach.
I've been on the Greyhound. I took the Greyhound to Atlantic City.
How was you? And you came up with Deep Creek. How was it?
It was fine.
That's probably
But I stayed in the house most of the
I
time.
couldn't go for some reason.
We didn't go out at all, did we? Oh, you didn't go.
We went to a park that one day.
What did y'all do the rest of the time?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we went to that one day.
Here's my thing about stuff like that. Like, I don't care much about doing fancy stuff, all that, whatever. I'm out of Baltimore. That's all I care about. I don't care about going to a pool. I don't care about doing that. There's a big plus, but
Deep Creek isn't fancy.
well, that's what I'm saying. But you're away from here.
You're
That's
away
my
from the
point.
small-
You're away from
You're
here.
breathing different air.
You're away from here, and if
You're
I'm
seeing different
in there
things.
for a week enjoying myself, I'm in there enjoying myself.
You'll see bears in Deep Creek. You can't see bears in Baltimore City.
You think I want to see a bear?
Sadly, we did not.
When the sun went down, I stayed my ass in the house.
Why?
What they gonna see a bear
Why?
for?
I'd rather be attacked by a bear than get shot.
I'd rather be attacked by a bear than by a crip. Yeah.
Yeah,
So just to kill this, if a sugar daddy decided that he wanted to date you solely to get you out of this city,
Well, you know damn well nobody else is going to convince me to do anything.
yeah.
You know that by now. So
Are they real?
Yes.
They're called the pink.
What about you?
Yeah.
If a sugar daddy wanted to just take you around the road, would you do it?
of course he would.
Let's go.
Let's
Terrence.
go.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Of course they would.
He could put his name he wanted.
I kind of got somebody that wants to.
And with that, we're gonna end this topic. All right.
Are you gonna go